You're listening to Life Angels with Tracy Lynn, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Well, good evening and welcome to Life Angels here on LA Talk Radio. We've got some amazing, incredible guests as always in the house. We have celebrity photographer, Mr. Dan Kennedy. Welcome to the show, Dan, again.
Thank you.
Yes, and we have Miss Shelly Michelle. She has been known to be the world's famous body double in the world. So welcome to the show. It's such an honor to have you here.
Oh, Tracy, I've been wanting to be on your show for so long, so it's my honor to be here, and I want to thank Dan for setting us up.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan.
I do my
rock.
I do my best.
I know, because we've been talking for a while trying to get you on here. She's busy. She's got a lot going on. I mean,
I'm a single mother, and
are you? And
traveling.
Your daughter or son?
I have a little daughter. She's not little anymore. She's 10.
And is she here?
She's here in studio.
Good. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to her. What's her name?
Her name's Michelle Marie.
Michelle Marie. I love the two first names because I always get bugged about being Tracy Lynn. So Shelly Michelle, Tracy Lynn, and Michelle Marie. So shout out to her daughter, and I hope she's listening and watching.
Hi, honey.
Yeah. You are absolutely stunning, I have to say.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
I've seen your pictures and things like that, but now I know why people want to use you as a body double.
Oh, my goodness.
You have amazing, amazing body. So you must work hard at this. I mean, it doesn't come natural, obviously. We got to work hard at these bodies.
We have to work at these bodies, that's for sure.
And ballet was something that you've always done, or you're still doing currently?
Well, I've always done ballet. That's since I was like 3 years old.
Okay.
And I still do a lot of, classes, ballet classes.
Uh-huh.
But I do, kind of this where I'm, kind of giving new technique to posture through technique of my ballet.
Okay.
So I have you, align your spine and everything, and I have kind of this thing that to make it go in subliminally so that you don't know that I'm like making you, giving you
so
new
you
posture.
Teach this.
I teach this.
This is good because not a lot of people have really great posture, and
I know people are always like this, or they don't realize.
Yeah. That's my problem right there.
Is that your problem?
I
yeah,
slouch.
I was gonna tell you to sit up, but then
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
a
like,
sloucher.
I felt a little motherly.
Sit on your sit bones and sit up,
right,
tuck
you're
the tummy in,
just
and
like
roll the
that.
shoulders back.
Exactly, but and it's funny because people always say they're like, you're very upright, and I was like, thank you, that's a compliment.
So you do it too, I see.
Yeah, I've always done that. I don't know why. I think it was like, I was always into the modeling and things like that. So for me, it was always like, chin up and just, shoulders back. So
Exactly.
yeah.
And also in body doubling, because you can never show your face, it's like.
I know.
So you have to have your face up out of it.
Okay, so
And-
there's a technique. So did you go to school? How did you learn how to be so let's start off. Let's backtrack. What is a body double?
A body double is someone who takes the place of the actress
Uh-huh.
when she doesn't really want to do a scene that may, involve nudity
Okay.
or not nudity, like in Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
It's me getting ready, putting on the boots and the bracelets and the dress and everything to go meet Richard Gere.
Unbelievable. And wasn't there a reunion for Pretty Woman? That was just recent, wasn't it?
It's the 25th anniversary. I'm freaking out because it's like 25 years later, and it's people love that movie in history, and
It's an incredible movie. And I always wondered too, because her body was just, her physique. And I always thought, because no offense to Julia Roberts, but I didn't think she was that, she didn't have that sex appeal.
She didn't have the legs for it.
No, you know what I mean? So now it makes sense when I'm looking at this going,
She's on the poster. That's her. She's the body in the poster.
Yeah, is that true?
I have the poster and the movie. It's
Okay.
And it was kind of strange because they had another body double. Mm-hmm. And at the time I was with Playboy models with Irina Kamal and singing with Playboy Girls of Rock and Roll. And there was a girl that was, she was actually now she was in the kind of porn business,
Okay.
but she didn't have, from ballet, I have really, very curvy legs, big, or the abalone calves and the,
Yeah, I get
You got
it.
the legs.
I got the legs.
They're insured, aren't they?
They were insured. They were insured, but actually I am going to have to pick up with the tour another insurance policy on my legs and everything for my combat abuse tour. because I miss Armed Forces.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And that's a big. We're going to get to
we're
that,
gonna
but
talk about that too.
we were at the body doubling thing where, I really didn't, go out there and say that's my body. But I was on a tour in Japan, and my sister-in-law happened to see me at the time on hard copy, which is now like Inside Edition.
Yeah, Inside Edition.
I think so. And they said they're looking for you because they don't think that's her legs. I mean, right? And I came back, and they were all over me, the press, and I was like, yeah, I guess it was me. And I'd been chosen out of 5,000 pairs of legs for Kim Basinger at 20th Century Fox at first, from Dan Aykroyd and Richard Benjamin. Mm-hmm. And then I did Catherine Oxenberg, then Pretty Woman, and then it just really snowballed.
Wow, that's unbelievable. To get that call, though, what an honor. And also some other names, big names like Sandra Bullock as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts, Kim Basinger, Madonna, Barbara Streisand, Sandra Bullock, Candace Bergen, Erica Liniak. I've done so many stars. It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
So I want to go back to Madonna because she's been, a huge icon for me since I was a little girl. And I just loved her. So what did you do for Madonna?
Well, I adore Madonna. She's
incredible.
She is somebody who
So
I've always,
talented.
I've always mentored after her. I really respect her, and I kind of relate in a way because back then, like I saw her in dance classes, and she was just kind of one of us.
Yeah.
But she had that chutzpah that, and it was she was actually shooting A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks and Gina Davis, and so it was they were doing a television show about her autobiography. Mm-hmm. So I was doing, Yasmin Bleeth at the time as well.
Wow. Okay.
And they said, I have this shot for Madonna. Would you mind doing it? And I said, look, do I mind doing it? I'll do it for free because I love Madonna. Right?
I know. I would be in there doing it for free too.
And it was this shot of me sitting down actually on my knees. And I had this kitty cat I'm stroking. I'm topless. And they actually took my body, and then they went to the book and took her face for the TV show.
Okay. So that's how it works then. So they just get the body in there, and then so with the Pretty Woman though too, they put Julia Roberts' face back on, kind of onto your body, onto that poster.
Well, yeah, it was funny because I was in the studio at the time. I was dating Richard Gere's double, Jeff Rector, and which he hates the claim defame.
Yeah.
But it's true, and he's an identical twin.
Oh, okay.
But so we went and we shot the poster, and not thinking, that anything really was going to become of this movie because they called it 3000 in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And next thing we know, it's like, there's my body. I'm like, it's like, shh, no one's ever going to know because, who cares it's your body? Uh-huh. But that's when I decided, well, wait a minute, Screen Actors Guild doesn't really know who body doubles are or what they do.
Yeah.
So I brought some of the associates down to the set, different sets I was doubling on. I remember the one with Ann Archer with when I did a love scene for Dennis Hopper, which is, and they're like, she claimed that I put 10 years on her career because I made her look so good. And then I doubled Kim Basinger again in a movie called Final Analysis.
Okay, yeah.
And
I remember that.
Phil Joanno, he was the director. Mm-hmm. And I knew him from my hometown, and he saw me in LA, the LA Times calendar on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And so he called me up and says, can you come down and double Kim Basinger again? And I said, well, sure. And it's funny, it was a scene with Eric Roberts.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And then I got to thinking, body doubles they don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm. Do people know what they are? Because I'd never heard of it before. I come from Canada and stuff too, so it's all obviously a little bit more well known out here. But you did an interview too. I was looking at on YouTube, and it was talking about it's the hidden secret in Hollywood because people don't talk about it. I don't know if I would want to be a Hollywood actor, A-list actor, and being like, that's not actually my body in that scene. I don't know if I'd want to say that or admit to that. So, do you find that a lot of the actors or the actresses that you're body doubling for are kind of like that, or?
It's a catch-22 because the taboo of Hollywood, the taboo is that you cannot be nude, right? You're nude, you're going to lose your career. Yeah. This is like a big thing. So when that's why I said I kind of started a union in my own agency for body doubles.
Okay.
And then when the news broke, and I think broke a lot of hearts as well because people thought that was Julia or Kim's
Yeah,
legs or something, you know.
exactly.
I mean, it was bittersweet when the controversy broke. You know, that's when I thought, well, I'm going to, get us in the bylaws of Screen Actors Guild, so we get credit,
Good for you.
and it kind of eased up the, controversy for the actress to say, it's not that I don't want to do the nudity or I don't have a great body, but it's just that in Hollywood, it's a catch 22.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's good that you went in there and corrected it like that as well. And
Right.
so, how did you get involved with this?
Well, let's see. I've always been a ballerina, and I had, the legs. I guess.
You definitely have
so I
the
get the
body
leg in
for
the
it.
door. Oh, thank you. And it was just kind of by accident. A long time ago, I remember. I guess it was before I even started body doubling, and I did this music video for this country group called Exile.
Okay.
This is like, 1989.
You're gonna touch me all over,
Yeah.
all over again. I heard of
Dan
him.
busting out the tunes.
I
I
heard
love
of
it.
him.
You heard of him? Yeah.
I heard
very,
of him.
very good.
That's good. I think you might have to sing one more line because I haven't heard that. Good job.
Yeah. Good job. So.
I'll find the CD somewhere.
Well done, Dan.
And I remember I wore this like really pretty dress, and they had me on the back of this car, like going like this, my legs, and everything.
Yeah.
And when I went to see the video, they'd cut my head out of it,
Oh,
and I was like, "What?
Thank you.
They cut my head?" And now why would they do that? I look so great in that dress, but they wanted those legs.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I was just kind of like, okay. Then I did Kim Basinger, was chosen out of 5,000 pairs of legs, and I remember when that hit the screen, I was like, "Those are my legs." They're like, "Shh, sit down. Who cares?" And so,
I love
it. It's kind of like I brought it from where mum's the word, but now it's
Yeah.
in a way, it's like a lot of these stars will want to know that that wasn't my body because that was a double,
Because of nudity and stuff.
because of the nudity.
Yeah.
So they can kind of get them out of the
Yeah.
the
Do
claws of nudity.
Do a lot of A-list or, whatever list actors, do they do a lot of nudity or no?
I it was funny. I'll never forget getting the call for Basic Instinct for Sharon Stone, and this is before
Yeah.
even the cell phones were all over the place. And I'm like on this payphone, yeah, you mind like killing your husband with an ice pick? I'm like,
You're
sure.
like, sure, why not?
But she had just done, I think, maybe some plastic surgery or a breast job or something. And,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they thought that she would be comfortable. So a lot of times I would just be there on the set, just
Okay.
in
Just in
case,
case.
and just in case they're like, I can't go through with this, or they
Yeah.
get conscious because the crew's all looking, or
Yeah. Okay. I
know?
get it. I get it.
sometimes like with Julia Roberts, like in the piano scene. I mean, I was right 10 feet from her, and she was, a little, she was very green at the time,
Yeah.
and I just, we had eye contact, just like, if you need me, cut, put in the body double, we'll do it.
Nice.
And then they ended up cutting all the love scenes out of Pretty Woman anyway.
Yeah.
But I did the beginning scenes, the bathtub scenes, the shopping scenes, all the.
That's so cool. And I love that movie. So now I'm thinking back. I was thinking all day today. I was like, wow, I got to go back and watch that movie. So you guys got to go back and watch that movie so you can see, the beautiful legs and the body in there. I just want to go
you.
back and just kind of, like recreate it now that I know that it was you. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
Good for you. And so what about the Marilyn Monroe? Obviously you have the look. I mean, it's
The look. Ooh,
Yeah.
delicious.
and the voice.
And the voice.
Yeah. And what do you, so you sing as well. Dan told me you're a great singer.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I just got best theme song for the military.
Okay,
And
great. Congratulations.
I'm Miss Armed Forces, and I've been Miss Armed Forces since 1987.
And what is Miss Armed Forces? I want to know a little bit more about that.
Well, I was in a pageant in Pasadena,
Okay.
and I was chosen by this man who used to own an agency that started Cheryl Teagues and Linda Gray, and,
Okay.
and every year they choose a Miss Armed Forces, and have a pageant thing,
Yeah.
and they had just had this like get a scholarship to Wilhelmina, and I wanted it so bad, but I wasn't the prettiest one. I really, I really wasn't. And my girlfriend got it, who was so gorgeous, and she didn't even want it.
Oh, that's
So
the
I think they
worst,
felt
too.
so sorry for me when I ran for Miss Armed Forces. I got it, even though I was the ugly duckling, I think.
No.
No, I mean, really, I
I don't think that's
I had to grow
possible.
into
I know my viewers are agreeing with me right now.
Well, anyway, so at the time, you're
Yeah.
young, and
Yeah. I get
so
it.
then I went on to I flew on the I was like in cranial and vest. They flew me out to the USS Ranger for Desert Storm.
Wow.
And I actually spent the night, on those, that's the USS Ranger. They're like cities, 5,000
how was
men.
that? What was that experience like?
That was what, huh?
It's a very, very, very hard floor.
Yeah.
I slept in those floors.
You did?
They didn't put me in I had to sleep, they had me sleep in the hospital away from the guys.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
you got lucky.
that's smart.
But I was with Dwight Yoakam and some comedians and stuff. And it's kind of a funny story because I just done this poster with me as Miss Armed Forces. And I had kind of like a tuxedo look on, red, white, and blue with these shorts.
Nice.
Or no, it's not shorts, but kind of trunks.
Okay.
And so you could see the legs.
Yeah.
And I used to do Madonna, Marilyn, and me, the body double. And so all of a sudden they put the comedian on and took me off stage after one of my numbers. I'm like, I'm not finished yet. What are you doing? They said, we have a problem here. We have a problem. They need to see the $1 million legs.
Yeah.
So literally they called the Pentagon right then.
Wow.
From
that's
the
some
Ranger.
power, girl.
I'm telling you.
Well done.
And I went in my dressing room, and I remember looking at them and saying, give me thumbs up or thumbs down if I can put on the trunks or whatever. And they're on there. I swear they're on the pen saying, this girl has the $1 million legs, pretty woman. We have to see her. The guys are going crazy. They're disappointed. So they gave a thumbs up. I put the trunks on, and then I had all these, Navy guys carry me out, and I was like, like Marilyn or Madonna, and I did all and then
I love it.
I would do now I do My Heart Belongs to Daddy and Diamonds. I mean, I can sing for you a little bit, but
Yeah. Do you mind a little bit?
which song do you want?
Dan, what's your request?
I wasn't partial to diamonds.
Okay,
Diamonds?
let's do it. Okay, what an honor. Thank you so much, Shelly Michelle. She's going to be singing
A little bit?
here. Yeah, let's do it.
Give a few lines here.
All
A
right,
kiss
okay.
on the hands may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes, they are.
A kiss may be grand, but I won't pay the rental on your humble flat or help you at the automat. Men grow cold and girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut out pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds. Everybody, diamonds
Are a girl's best friend.
are a girl's best friend. Oh, isn't it delicious?
I love it. Well done, girl.
You like that?
That's amazing. Good for you. That is something I do not have a talent for, is singing. So you've got it all.
I don't
Thank
know.
you so
I'm a
much.
trained singer. I've been in 2 Catholic choirs for 6 years. I'm really a dancer, and I kind of have a well, I shouldn't really say that, but I was always discouraged to be a singer because it was like my mom said, my sister's the singer and you're the dancer.
Okay.
But I
you
decided
got both.
I need now. So I'm not saying I'm the best singer, but I try.
I love it.
Thank
I
you.
mean, you have to have singing lessons, though, to get to that point, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yes.
it takes a because you have to be able to place the breathing and you can hit your high
Yeah.
notes and your low notes. So I used to never be able to
That's
do that before.
Incredible. And it's also the eye contact and the sassiness and everything that you add into it as well. That's incredible. I
Exactly.
love it. And so what about acting lessons? Have you taken acting lessons? Is that how
Well,
you got to where you're supposed to be?
I'm actually a theater major out of USC,
Oh, okay.
and John Ritter actually chose me out of all these. I was at USC, and I was in the drama school, and there's like 30
Yeah.
girls who tried out for this Maryland role
Uh-huh.
and Bus Stop, and I didn't want to lead at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in up in the theater and looking at all these people, these girls trying out, and John Ritter comes up with John Blankenship, who was at the time the head of drama, and said, "You're Marilyn." I'm like, "I don't want to be Marilyn because it's my first role." They go, "You're going to be Marilyn." So I said, "But I'm not. I don't know if I can pull it." They said, "We'll make sure you pull it." So it was really nice, and I went on, had an outstanding student scholarship in acting, and I went to Edinburgh and did
Okay.
6 leads out of 15 plays. So I love theater and plays and stuff. I
Yeah.
think that's where, and I had like natural timing in comedy.
Yeah.
I know. So, but so that's where I got my break. If USC was, the real world, I'd
Yeah.
really be on top. But it's hard out here in LA.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, but people must approach you all the time. I mean, your look is just like, I mean, it's just something you don't see. I see a lot of people, and I come from a small town, well, Vancouver, BC. It's small compared to California, Canada, and so I mean, we just don't see people that are that eccentric and alive, and just what you have. I mean, you just
thank you.
You have it all. So I mean, I can only imagine what people are like on the streets. Like, does everybody stop you? And
Oh, it's funny because I'm glad that I kind of used the Marilyn look, because when I take my wig off and I'm just Shelley, you don't get those looks. But when you're Marilyn, I don't know, she's got some kind of this magic, and people are really drawn. And actually, I'm going to be signing autographs at the Hollywood show, October 31st.
I'll be there too.
Good.
With all the old stars. That's down at the Westin LAX Hollywood show.
Okay, and which day is that again?
It's Halloween. Ooh.
Oh, Halloween. Okay,
Oh.
good. So is anybody can go to that?
Yes.
Anybody can go to that, October 31st and November 1st.
Okay.
Westin, LAX. And it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Saturday and Sunday I'll be there signing autographs. And I have new, almost like Willy Wonka bars, but they're Miss Armed Forces bars.
I love
Instead of a
it.
golden ticket, I'm doing the red, white, and blue ticket, so you can get all these, And then I
That's
started a
fantastic.
system called or a program called the Military Rewards USA.
Yeah, I've been dying to hear about this. So tell me more.
This is my
about
new venture.
Yes.
it. Okay, good.
And it's kind of like a Groupon, and it is to support military families and with through their needs and their hardships. And during this combat abuse tour, I've kind of joined forces with the Pain Foundation, which is Prevention Against Abuse in Neighborhoods Abuse,
Yes.
and Patty McCall, who wrote the book. She's coming out here to LA,
Great.
and we're doing combat abuse, and we'll be there signing autographs, and I'll have my Miss Armed Forces new candy bars with the Willy Wonka, so they can get we have hoverboards and Disneyland tickets and trips, and I mean anything under the sun that a military family could use, and then you get
Fantastic.
points and rewards that are like money.
Okay.
And it's I'm not doing it for the fame. I'm doing it to actually help support the military, which has been so good to me over the
Yeah.
years.
And what made you decide to do that? Obviously, for you just want to give back and help. But what was the what was your calling to do that?
Well, it definitely is a calling. It's kind of
Yeah.
strange because I was just on a show, I don't know, I guess a week ago or so, about the recovery. It's called The Recovery Switch
Yeah.
with Nicole. And she, to me, it's kind of like I've done a lot, been through a lot of abuse myself.
Yeah.
It seems like in this industry, if you're a pretty girl and you're, out there modeling I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this.
I can.
You can? You've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah. You
I
see
mean,
it a lot.
I cannot have a boyfriend or anything without getting completely jealous and trying to take, the spots off the leopard. It's like, I'm sorry, the spots are on the leopard and they're not coming off.
I totally understand. I know
get
exactly
this
what
too?
you mean. I'm going to go ahead and take this caller. Yes, I
Okay.
definitely can relate. So we'll go ahead and grab this. Hi there. Welcome to Life Angels. Who's this?
Yes, this is Steve.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you.
I just was able to get in. What kind of money does a double make?
What kind of money does a double make? Well, that's a good question because that's back when I first started. I'll say Julie Roberts. I got $750 a week, and now you will make no less than $500 a day, depending on how many hours you're there and the extent of the body parts. But it's more like gorgeous legs or great parts or something like that. So
Okay.
now that we are in the bylaws, thank you, Steve. We get it's an actress SAG rate, so you're gonna and also because you're doing body parts,
Yeah.
so you can make about 500 to 750 a day now.
And those are long days too. How long are your days there?
Well, I mean, it depends. It's a hurry up and wait business. So
Okay.
you may be on the set, 3 or 4 hours. A lot of times I'll be there for 10, 12 hours waiting just to do the scene.
Yeah.
And, but it's, it's a great way to break into the business
Yeah.
and get to know. It's like, being in a country learning the language or something.
Yeah.
You get to
Yeah, I
know
hear you.
camera angles, directors, great actors. And, so in a way, it's been
Yeah.
a blessing. So thanks for your question. Or
Yeah, well, and I wanted to follow it. So if you're part of like a Screen Actors Guild, because I did commercials and stuff like that. If that's something, does that conflict with anything? Or do you guys have a union? Or
I have an agency for body doubles. You mean
Okay.
so it doesn't conflict because it's one of its kind in history. It's because no one really
Okay.
does. I mean, Central Casting, LA Casting now was looking, has it out there. But if they want to specialize, they'll call me, for somebody, because a lot of times they don't want it out there in LA Casting or out,
Yeah.
on Central. So they'll call me personally and, book everybody from Oprah Winfrey and Conan O'Brien we just had and,
That's cool. I want to do this. I mean,
You wanna
we
do
talked
it?
last
Yes,
year.
you should, definitely.
What kind of body double would I be for? I mean, obviously I'm a little bit more
No,
muscular.
you are buff, baby.
You got the arms for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would like to do,
And
some
you're,
roles.
I don't know, you're gorgeous too. I
You
mean,
got the calves for it,
you.
definitely.
But the beauty about body doubles is you don't have to, be a model type or look great.
Yeah.
You just have to have maybe a great part, just
Yeah.
great hands or great arms or great legs
Yeah.
or great feet, which I don't have because I'm a ballerina.
I was a soccer player, so I think my shoulders and my calves probably, and my quads.
Yeah, we'll have to get you in there. But
Yeah.
What's that?
I said I think all of you for sure.
Thank you very much.
are
I
you
appreciate that.
buff, Steve? Can we get you in the agency? Who could you double?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you for answering the question. The only thing I was does Lloyd of London cover you guys as far as because if you're making money off your hands or something or your feet or whatever you're making money off of a body part, do they still cover that?
Do they still cover that? They
Yeah.
cover, well, yes, you can buy insurance not just from Lloyd's now, but and the premiums run around. Let's see, mine was like 3,000 to 6,000 per leg or something like that per million. I don't know, but it's up there. I mean, you have to. But I think it's only good if you're on the set. So if you're skiing or you're running down the street or you're at a party or you just trip and fall yourself, it's not going to work. It has to be on the set. So.
Okay, so insured, yeah.
But yes, Lloyd's of London, they still do that, and but there's a lot of other companies now that you can go with that aren't as expensive. But I guess Lloyd's has the name, right?
Yeah.
Are you in the insurance business?
I really appreciate the answer.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in tonight, Steve, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Another thing we might want to mention with my military rewards is that I am putting in products right now. So the first 50 products get in. You get free publicity throughout my next 2-year tour to all the military bases for any products, anything that you think the military would like. And they can, I'm at missarmedforces.com or bodydouble.com or any, just get a hold of Shelly Michelle and
Yeah,
or
and you'll
Tracy.
be able to see this episode as well. It's the episode for tonight, and I'll put it up on Facebook and social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff, and also on Stitcher and iTunes. But so let's go back to that question. So it is a calling because, and again, I can relate to that because being in this industry, it's very hard to. We've actually got another caller, so I'm going to go ahead.
We're getting
get
callers?
That. Yeah, I love it. Everyone loves you, girl.
Oh.
We're talking. We need to
welcome
talk
to
about
Life
Life Angels, though.
Yeah, hi, this is Shelly's manager. Can you remind her that she's going to be in the Hollywood Parade this year?
My manager's calling. Oh, hi, Mr. Manager.
Hi, you just
Thank you for
reminded
tuning in.
her live.
That's
Hi,
right.
Mrs. Manager. Hi, this is your manager.
How are you
Just
today?
wanted to remind everybody that you will be in the Hollywood Parade this year.
Okay.
Wow.
When is the Hollywood Parade? Because I don't know.
November 30th, I believe.
Is it the 29th or 30th? Do you know?
It's going to be taped November 29th.
Okay.
Great.
Well, I'll
It's
be
the
there as well.
29th. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday the 29th. You want to
It's
ride
a
with me? I
Sunday,
need some
but
pretty
I don't
girls.
think it
Yes.
airs
I think
until
Tracy should come down to
December.
the Hollywood show as well because
Yes.
we're all in red, white, and blue, and it's for Life Angels. Your Life Angels, and
I would love that.
that's what we're doing.
So
You
I
know,
just wanted to call in and say hi.
Okay, get you in your bikini.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
guys look great.
well, thanks for calling, and
Thank you for calling in tonight. I
we'll see
appreciate
you over
it.
there at the
We'll
show.
see you at the
Talk to
parade.
you later.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Hi.
I love
Hi.
it. You know, you gotta.
Your manager? Oh,
When your manager calls, you're either in trouble or
my
you
PR
forgot
agent
something.
here, and Dan's been my cameraman for my Hollywood Sizzle show forever and ever and ever. And
Well, let's see. This January, we know each other for 16 years now.
it's been 16 years.
We met in 2000.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. Dan's
Time
been
is flying.
so great. You know, I can't say enough great things about Dan Kennedy. And a lot of people know because, you know, they see Dan behind the scenes, but Dan doesn't get enough credit for what he does. And so I always want to just, you know, say thank you. Dan is a celebrity photographer. He's also a very good friend of mine. He helps so many people, and he's at every event. He's always around. He's got the greatest attitude out of anybody that I know, and he's got a great heart. And, you know, he's just always willing to be in there and help people. So I just want to say thank you so much.
And he's military.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's proud to be.
He's tough, too.
He's proud to be an American.
Ex-Navy, ex-Air Force people.
I love it. See, I didn't even know that
Wow.
about you.
Oh.
See, I'm learning so much.
Well, as a veteran, that's why I thank you so much for you do for the veterans out there in the military.
Oh, thank
I
you.
thank you for that.
Really? Well, Dan is always there. He's always just, you know,
Yeah,
right there.
And being, you know, with part of Life Angels and our movement that we do as well, you know, because veterans and they have a lot of depression and suicide rates. So I really
Yes.
love what you're doing. So I
Thank
want to
you.
thank you as well because, you know, it is not enough people, you know, get in there and just, you know, get their hands dirty and help people. And so I love it. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
not like you don't have enough going on already and you're successful and you're beautiful and you're talented. So thank you for doing that. And we will go back to that question. So,
Okay.
you know, again, back to your calling and why you're doing this and what, you know, what made you get in there and do this?
You know, it's right. It's some kind of a calling for me that, you know, I'm kind of a Pied Piper type, and I really want to bring, you know, it makes me sad that they, you know, the fathers have to go away to war, or they come, they never come back. Maybe they come back with a missing limb, or,
Yeah.
and, you know, no matter how you cut the cake, you know, having the father and mother separated from the child is devastating, I think, and there's so much stuff out like Agent Orange and the things that people have been affected by, like the veterans. And I heard even now that they are not going to give them the proper like medication in order to kind of get over this. They're trying to get rid of them or some. I mean, there's a big controversy.
Yeah, I've read up on that, and that's terrible.
For the
you know?
the traumatic.
Post-traumatic
That's
stress
PTSD
disorder.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
PTSD,
and
right.
You've seen it a lot. I mean, I've, you know, I had someone very close to me that was in, he was a Navy SEAL, and the post-traumatic stress disorder that he encountered, and he was a young guy too, and just like, I mean, he was affected so poorly, and his knees were banged up. He's from jumping out and doing, you know, jumps and stuff like that. His knees, like every body part was just mangled on him. And he was like, you know, 30 years old at the time. And just to see what he, you know, the quality of his life that he was going to lead for the rest of his life. And nobody helped him. I mean, he was on like medications and all these things. And he had to fight for that, you know, always fighting to get medications and things because pain management. And, you know, he was one of the most vibrant people I ever met until, you know, his last jump where he had major injuries and he had to retire at 30 years old.
At 30.
At 30 years
That's
old.
ridiculous.
And, you know, I just looked at it and he suffered and, you know, and I watched him deteriorate over years and the depression and he never, you know.
Where is he? Can we perk him up?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and he, I haven't spoken to him for a few years, but God bless his heart, you know, and I do pray for him because it's so sad to see. And we also do a lot of homeless walks and things like that down on the east side or downtown LA, I should say. And we do sock drives and bring bottles of water. We're doing one in November. So I would love you to join in.
I'd love to.
It is called Life Angels Movement. Dan will be there. We're going to have people praying with, you know, everybody down on the downtown's east side there.
I've been working with Madeline Reeves.
Well, I can do a prayer for
Yeah.
you. I'm a Eucharist minister and an extraordinary minister, and I bless the sick and all that. And
Yeah.
I'm very religious. I go to
Oh,
church just about every
beautiful.
day. It's like that's my savior is,
Yeah.
and that's probably
Yes.
has to do with my calling is because that's my higher power, and you know,
I get it.
and I believe that God puts things in front of you, and He's put a
Yes.
lot of abuse, you know, and hardship in front of me, and then all this is falling in place now. Me being able to be out there and be the spokesmodel, and you know, even though I'm the entertainer, it's really, you know, and I'm the one who created the military wards and came
Yeah.
up with the idea, and because
Yeah.
it's just all out there to help, and so many people like you are coming on board, and making it aware. And the Pope, is one thing that he was just here, a week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
Or so. And his whole thing, I'm actually on the board at one of the Catholic schools I sing at with the priests. But, he really penetrated when he came here, the lives of, and got, especially like the Cubans and bringing us together. But his whole thing is one love, get together. And you know what? We've all been through despair. We've all been, upset and angry and treated horribly.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Now it's time, to, get rid of all that anger and apply yourself to some positive, good, you can too overcome and move on from abuse. You too, like number 2, can, C-A-N, you too can overcome and move on from abuse. And so now it's like the reason why we're doing all this is so that, I saying the Pope was saying, we're setting up the future for our children.
That's right.
And so try to do the best you can with your neighbor. Try to do the best you can to help people with, things that they need. That's the way, and I think he's very powerful and even on every level, every religion, every color, everything. Don't you think? I mean,
yeah, and we have to start thinking like that. And I was just having this conversation with someone today, and thinking about if I was to leave this planet tomorrow, what kind of impression, what kind of mark would I make on people? And that's really truly what it's all about. The materialistic things, and they come and they go. We have things in our lives, more things at one period of time, and then we have less things. And I was just thinking about the hardships and obstacles and the things that I've been through, and trying to make sense of everything. And that's where we're all spiritually connected. That's why it's good to give back and go out there and help other people. I mean, I speak about it all the time. I've had some of the most rewarding experiences going down, just handing out socks and fresh water to people that are in need and that actually pray for me, and just give back. And so that's such a powerful thing. And I love it. So I really am just so grateful that you do things like that as well, because we've turned our hardships and our tragedies and moved them into something bigger and better and helping people. And as the Pope says, it is about caring for our children, because they're going to pass it on to their children and our grandchildren. And and that's what it is. When we leave this planet, we want to make sure that we make a difference and we touch people's hearts.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about. So,
and I think that's kind of, it has no, it has no certain religion that you have to be. It's just you as an individual inside your heart, finding that place where you know that you're safe and powerful, and using that to reach out to help somebody who really needs you from the heart. And, I mean, a lot of that in this business, especially here in Hollywood, all they want to do is, use you and abuse you. And, but you're not in. That's not the times. The times are now. And the times, I mean, the Pope just came in and said the time now is to help everybody and to have that in your heart, because that's what, like that's where we're going. And if you like, it's like being on Twitter or Instagram or something. That's the way of the times now.
Yeah, that's the direction.
And I just made it that way right now.
Yeah. We're going to hashtag that too. We're going to make a new hashtag for that. The time is right now. Hashtag.
The time is now.
Hey, Shelley, I think I saw somewhere, you're going to be performing somewhere in Orange County at a club or something?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Next week, actually, on the 15th.
Okay.
It's at...
is that a Sunday?
I think that's on Thursday.
Okay.
And it's I'm in a magician's magic show or something.
Oh.
And it's with the Payne Foundation. Patty McCall's flying in from.
Oh. Fantastic. Okay, so where
you guys will have to be there. It's down in Orange County. I don't even know exactly what.
I live in Orange County.
Okay, good. So
maybe
finally an event in your area.
Manager caller can call in and tell me where it is. I don't know.
Yeah, we need you back, manager.
It's Orange County. Let's see, but it is on the 15th.
Okay, and we can find that off your Facebook, and what I can do is I can post that on my Facebook as well, and and I'll tag you on it, and so when you give me the information, or your manager, and we get everyone down there. That'd be fun.
If you come there or to the
I'll go.
Hollywood show, or
the Hollywood show, definitely.
I have my my new Miss Armed Forces, Willy Wonka candy bars. I call them Willy
I'm
Wonka.
coming for the candy bars. So
you're coming for the candy bars, and then also you get a free picture with any donation to the Armed Forces, any, and then I have new CDs with my new theme song, which is freedom from the pain, freedom from abuse. The Payne Foundation is here to support you. But now it's like, We're Combat Abuse.
Yeah.
So it's Combat Abuse, and it's with the Pain Foundation, but now they've actually joined me, so it's kind of like an offshoot we're doing called Combat Abuse.
Yeah. Fantastic. And again, let's find out where we can find you on your social media and also your website.
Well, I'm at it's Shelly Michelle on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Just
and
under
it's
Shelly
EY,
Michelle.
right? EY.
Oh yeah, SHELLEY.
Okay.
Michelle, MICHELLE, and then you'll want to go to Miss MISS Armed ARMED Forces FORCES.com, or just simply bodydouble.com.
Okay, good.
And I am, let's see, Facebook, and I guess we have you on we'll be up on Twitter with, and soon coming, like within the next week, will be, which I'm opening or actually announcing for October 31st, will be militaryrewards.usa.com.
Okay.
So look for that. That's like, we're just getting all the products in right now, set up, and then we're going to come out with them for Halloween. So it's going to be a big splash.
Nice. And let's not forget to say again so the parade, November something.
November
29th or 30th.
29th, I think he said 29th. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's November 29th, the
20th
Hollywood Christmas parade. I get to be there with Santa.
Yay! I want to be on that
Santa
float.
baby.
Okay, I'm going to contact you because I want to go with you.
Well,
Come with me.
It's usually on a Sunday, so that's the 29th.
Well, you're.
Okay, good.
Oh, it's Sunday 29th. You got it. Okay.
All right. I got some legs too, so we'll show them off.
You got legs too?
Yeah.
All right. Well, also, you do the fitness thing.
Yeah. Dan makes me flex
Buffing
everywhere
out.
I go.
Yeah,
so
flex.
I'll be flexing.
This girl's like muscle, but
I'll be flexing on the float, right?
the fitness is like it's another thing that I've been doing as well is redesigning bodies, and I call it the reboot. So
okay, I like it.
And I think everybody needs that to reboot your mind.
Yes.
And your body to make yourself feel better about yourself. So you feel better about yourself, you're going to help others.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
And you don't feel good about yourself, you're not. But the veterans, the military is number one in my heart, the angels and everything. And I know we're going to make a difference. And I'm so happy to be on board with you.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for being part of this as well. So, it's great to have more Life Angels. So everybody join on board, whoever wants to be part of this movement, because it's the train's getting full and it's going fast. And we want more people to be getting out there and, getting outside of themselves and helping others. Really, again, you got to give it away to keep it. And that's the bottom line. I love you guys. I love your heart. I'm so grateful that you're here tonight.
Yeah.
Shelly,
wonderful.
Michelle.
I just feel the energy.
You should have. You should have met her. We should have met her when we first met. She surprised me from back then to now. I think she's a much better person now. She was. I didn't. Cause back then I just met you for the first time. Now I know you better. Become friends better.
Yeah.
I love you more every time I see you.
Really?
Aww.
Well,
we need a group hug right now.
You know what?
The first time we met, you flashbanged.
I love it.
Oh yes, you. Oh yes, you did.
No. Well. Oh my gosh! Don't make me blush. Well, you
made me blush.
I have to admit that I do have I have been in Playboy. I've never done porn at all.
Never
I've
done
not.
that,
Let's
no.
get that straight.
Good.
She's
But
never
I'm
done
known
that.
for body parts, and I have and I think that now that I'm a mother and I'm not 20 anymore. Pardon my past. Forgive me of my past if that's offended anybody. But
it's all starting from here today. And
yeah,
I love this beautiful woman.
Thank you. And it's all it all comes around. And if people remind, some people, they still have their minds over there, but maybe they like that about me. So then we'll come over here,
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
you have to be
changing.
hot.
They're changing.
You still have to be hot. That's,
Yeah, but you got it, girl.
You got it.
Thanks,
I mean,
baby.
she'll have it till the end. Definitely is one of those people. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thank you, Shelly Michelle and Dan Kennedy. And I just want to thank all my listeners and my viewers as well. Every Wednesday we're here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's www.latalkradio.com. We're also on Twitter and Instagram under TLC Athletics, and also YouTube TLC Unleashed. And then we also have Life Angels. So we've got it under Life Angels on LA Talk Radio, YouTube, Stitcher, and iTunes. So visit us there. Thank you so much to my guests. Love you guys. Until next time, good night, Angels.
Good night, angels.
Good night. Yeah, I like that. She can sing my little
Yeah.
exit. Good night.
Good night, angels.
You're listening to Life Angels with Tracy Lynn, right here on LA Talk Radio.